Hey everybody, it's Christina Daves. So excited that you're here, my real estate playlist. I decided to put this together because I've worked with thousands of agents and I have found that those agents who are able to land in the media, it really helps them differentiate themselves, especially now post-COVID. You've got to be different. How do you do that? You land in the media. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you'll get notified. We're trying to do these about 2 times a week. And you can also head over to my blog, christinadaves.com/blog, and then look for the real estate. And you'll see there are articles and then there's videos. There's so much content for you. So make sure you subscribe first so you get all of these. But in this video, I want to talk about growing your list. Because as you've heard before, the money's in the list. If you guys remember very recently, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, poof, we're gone. And I actually fell victim to this. Well, not quite. We literally just finished an online training in Facebook that people had paid for. And literally 5 minutes after we were done, but we didn't know if it was coming up the next day. We didn't have plan B set up for the people who were signed up for our challenge. So it was a rude awakening to me. I remember years ago with Vine, if you remember that, there were people on Vine making millions of dollars, millions of subscribers, and literally they woke up and poof, Vine was gone. So this can happen. We cannot have all of our eggs in the basket. So I want you to start to grow your list. People are not subscribing to your email list anymore. That is just not going to happen. You've got to have something of value that you give them in exchange for the name and email address. But the great thing is, once you get that name and email address, they're a warm lead. Anybody willing to give you that now is a warm lead. So I want you to think about what's valuable to your people. If you are working mainly with first-time home buyers, maybe it's a checklist designed for first-time home buyers to what they need to do before they start looking for a house with their credit and, rent that they're paying, things they need to set up, money they need to have in the bank. If you work with people who are downsizing, maybe you give them a guide about how to declutter, what do you save? What do you get rid of? How do you get rid of your kids, first grade class picture when you now have grandchildren? Things like that. Give them something of value. Give them things about your community. Maybe you do a lot of relo stuff. So maybe you put together a guide about your community, the secret haunts in your community, favorite restaurants, favorite shops, and why you love them. But start thinking about that. This doesn't have to be hard. It's a PDF, it's a video, it's a guide. You can go on Fiverr. Canva is amazing and it's free. It has so many resources right there for you. But I want you to come up with something, and then you really want a custom domain, something that will drive people to it. So if you meet somebody, you're timing at the swim meet, and the person next to you is talking about, I might be selling my house in a few months. And you could say, oh my gosh, well, I have this great guide about, if you say, you need to go to coldwellbanker.com/Christina Daves / blah, 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 they're never going to remember that. But if you have something catchy, and I have so many domain names, but for real estate, it's Get Pressed Today, Free Gift from Christina, 3 Steps to PR Success. I have so many things that are catchy and people will remember them. So invest the $10 in a great domain name, and you can find somebody to set this up for you. You can call it a splash page, a landing page, a lead page, an opt-in page. Most of your companies, you can do this right through your website, but I don't want you to take people to your website, because if you take them there, they're going to get distracted. Oh, look at that house. Oh, look at that kitchen. Oh. And they're not going to do what you need them to do, which is give you their name and email address. So send them to that really cool opt-in that you're going to get, or domain name with your opt-in, and let your thank you page drive them back to your website. So you're not losing them. We're just distracting them a little bit. So I need to really think about that. And then when you land in the media, you can put that in there. You can say, I work with first-time homebuyers, and I've got this great guide for them at firsttimehomebuyerguide.com. And that you do that when you do your media interviews. So it's a win-win-win-win-win. So I hope that you found this video helpful, but it's really important to think about growing your list. So anyway, go back to the playlist, go back to the channel, check out, there's so many things in there. There's so much content. I try to keep these videos short and transformational so you can implement right away. And don't forget to pop over to christinadaves.com/blog and hit the click down and go to real estate, and you can actually read full articles, and we have success stories on there. There's so many things that will help you stand out in the crowd and land in the media.